What did you think you were really good at until you saw someone who was actually really good at it? 8-ball and 9-ball. I had a table at home and would practice while watching TV. No one could beat me. In college I'd play a $1 a ball, everyone owed me money. Then I played someone that regularly entered tournaments. I was lucky if I got to shoot because he was running the table every game. I began piano lessons at an early age, 5, and my parents and my teacher made me believe I was some kind of fabulous child prodigy. I later found out I was merely a worm compared to real pianists. But I did enjoy playing the piano, so there's that. I thought I was pretty good at Tetris. People who saw me play were quite impressed. And I started playing Tetris 99. Turns out I'm not that good. I've come to the realization that I'm very mediocre at a lot of things. I can do most anything, just not well. Driving. Everyone thinks they're a good driver. Sit along with a professional driver as they go through a course, and then try to do the same. So humbling. Drawing and painting. A huge part of being an artist is the near constant beatings your confidence takes. I used to teach high school art, and those kids were amazing. They should have been teaching me. Skiing. Thought I was the quickest of the quick, craving perfect parallel lines, living my life on the edge. Nope. Ski team whizzed by me when I thought I was going fast. Turns out, I'm just a buffoon on 2 planks snowplowing around ungracefully. Ping pong. I made the mistake of playing an old guy that hangs out at one of the bars and he fucking wrecked me. It wasn't even close. He returned all of my best serves effortlessly and would put the craziest spin on all of his shots. He gave me good advice afterwards and told me I play too fast for my own good. I bought him a drink and shamefully went back to my friends. Playing guitar. I'm good enough to impress normal people, but I could never reach the level of a professional musician. Fighting. I won a shit ton of amateur MMA bouts and a few professional, but then I met someone who beat the fucking brakes off of me for like 3 rounds and then choked my ass out. Turns out, I am pretty okay at it, but I am no world champion lol. As a 23-year-old birder, it's humbling to be beside a retired 70-plus-year-old who can see birds where none seem to be and identify them. My dad likes gardening and loves his plumeria. He has about 30. He recently found a local plumeria club on Facebook and went to a meetup. He was the only one there with less than 100. My mother has stopped complaining about him having too many plumeria. Fighting games. I was the local champion until I played online. Guitar Hero. I never met anyone who could beat me. Then I saw a dude on YouTube 100% bark at the moon with his back to the screen and I'm done. At one point I thought I was pretty savvy in Excel since I was the best at it out of the people I knew. Well, then I meet someone who really knew how to use Excel and realized that I really only knew the basics. I thought I was exceptionally smart because I was in talented and gifted program in school. I was a great test taker, I got good grades, and breezed through getting my bachelor's degree. School was always pretty easy for me. Then I went to law school. Everyone was older than me, had actual life experience, and they were realty fucking smart. People would ask such thought-provoking questions. I couldn't believe we had read the same thing. I realized graduating high school and getting a bachelor's in political science at a state school wasn't genius level stuff. And I had developed absolutely zero study skills over the prior 21 years. My first year in law school hit me like a ton of bricks. But it all worked out. Table tennis. We had a table at work, and so I started playing anytime I could, with whoever I could. Played a little when I was a kid, so picked it back up quickly and started getting half decent. Eventually, I started playing with one coworker fairly regularly. He was good, no doubt. At first he was clearly just volleying with me, not actually putting it away when he'd get the chance. This made it more fun for me to be sure, and offered me great practice. Anyway, after about a year, I'd gotten to the point where I could cream everybody anybody I'd play with ease, except him. And our games had elevated drastically, to the point of all out smashing the ball back and forth standing 10 feet away from the table. And I actually started winning some games every now and then. I was ecstatic. Well, one day, after losing a pretty heated game to me, and me being just a little bit pompous about it, my table tennis buddy / co-worker pulls a total Inigo Montoya on me, flips the paddle from his left hand, which he 100% consistently used when playing against me, into his right and says to me, "You know I'm right-handed, right?" I did not. Nor did I ever win another game against him. Programming. Learned a lot in college and at my first job. I switched based on my skills, came to new company, met my senior who is incredibly talented and realized I have a long way to go. Okay, I'll jump in. In my late 20s I had never lost a single game of Scrabble in my life. I have a pretty large vocabulary and a talent for pattern matching, so I was always able to come up with very long words and find high bonuses to place them on. True Scrabble players are already laughing at me. Well, I was looking for something to do with my time and decided to try the local Scrabble club. I'll cut to the chase. I didn't win a single game. I didn't even present a challenge to a single player there. Several of them got annoyed at having to match up with someone as bad at Scrabble as me. I left that night deeply humiliated, but amazed. Never went back. What I learned that night is that championship Scrabble players do not bother hunting for 150-point mega score words. No, they kick your ass by placing 3 tiles that cross-connect to form 5 different words, 3 of which are 2-letter words, and all of which somehow share the same triple word score tile even though only 2 words can possibly use it. And they score like 226 points by laying down those 3 tiles. It's incredible. It's as much art as science. So I learned a lot about humility from that one. Hiking. I honestly thought I'd be one low motherfucker, cancelling my apartment and going into the big wide world of Scandinavia, Faroe and Iceland with only my backpack and sleeping outside. And I met a guy who just came back from a 700 kilometers glacier hike at 40°C in Greenland who came to Faroes just to recover. Sadly, that guy became my partner, and he had shown me in so many occasions of what my body is literally not able to endure, that I had to readjust my whole self-image. I eat more chocolate now,